Time now for this news blast and editorial from the PEP Radio Newsroom. Donald Trump referred to out MSNBC host Rachel Maddow as, quote, the enemy of the people, along with the networks MSNBC and CNN. He wrote in a post to Truth Social this weekend, "Wow, Rachel Maddow has horrible ratings. She'll be off the air very soon. MSNBC is close to death. CNN has reached the bottom. This is a good thing. They are the enemy of the people." Sounds remarkably like Joseph Goebbels himself. Maddow has been a longtime critic of Donald Trump, and it was recently announced that she would be returning to MSNBC 5 nights a week for the first 100 days of Trump's presidency. Instead of ignoring his critics in the media, as other powerful political figures do, Trump has instead made attacking the press, both with rhetoric and with legal action, and the overall freedom of the press, one of his tools for quelling dissent. In 2019, Trump referred to the press in general as, quote, truly the enemy of the people. They can't stand the fact that this administration has done more than virtually any other administration in its first 2 years, he tweeted at the time. Maddow herself has been particularly critical of Trump. In late 2023, she called out Trump for wanting to bring a strongman form of government to the U.S., something that he has been implementing during his first week in his second term in office. At the time, she mentioned Trump's hatred of her network. He wants to put MSNBC on trial for treason so that he can execute us, she said. Now, this is the editorial part. President Trump, to whom I often refer as the Pumpkin Führer, can speak a loud game. He can be obnoxiously childish in his threats against any media outlets and personalities that don't march in lockstep with his pronouncements. Those media entities that do so, such as Newsmax, Fox News, and others, are merely propaganda machines crafted solely for belching out his verbal vomit all hours of the day and night. They are not the press. They are his puppets, who speak only about the fallacious insults that he hurls upon our colleagues. We are calling them out for their complicity in deflating the trust of the people, not only of the United States, but the entire planet, for displaying the truth as a mere inconvenience when it comes to sharing Trump's lies. Don the Con will continue to attack the LGBTQ plus community insipidly and draw attacks upon us by his henchfolks and their MAGA followers. We are obligated to fight back against the nonsense and rise above the awful insults they hurl at us. However, we are also going to call them out on every instance in which they attack the civil rights of the people who live here, whether citizens, visitors, or immigrants who are seeking a better life here than they had in their home countries. We stand with Right Reverend Marianne Edgar Buddy in her call for mercy, compassion, and dignity for the very people that the Pumpkin Führer and his cabinet attack every day with the newest proclamations and orders from the Oval Office. PEP Radio News will always view the presidency as a noble office whose ambition should always be to lift our nation and to make it a better place to live. The holder of that office should thus rise to the occasion and be deserving of such an important position. The voters of the United States and the people of the planet deserve and should demand nothing less. We expect Pumpkin Führer Trump to earn the respect of the people, not the other way around. That's the news blast at this hour. Let us know your thoughts by sending us an email to info@paequality.com. You can also reach us on Blue Sky at PEP Radio. With that, here comes a check of the latest weather forecast.